out a little bit there. And I see Ethan's down to 319, but just how much more physical though do you think this football team's gonna be? I mean, with the line, the front seven, all that?
I think it's gonna be real physical. One of the things that I like about our unit is, we gel really well. We've never had any issues or ego problems between any of us. We all feel like it's a real brotherhood. As far as physicality, I mean, we're always gonna be physical. That's what Coach Mullen and our staff prides this program on, is being physical. Coming out and out toughing people in the game. Even if we do lose, I mean, that team is probably not gonna want to play us again because of how physical we were. So, physicality is gonna be a big part of the season this year. Like we said before, having Emory back there and having running backs from last year, we're gonna be able to do a lot more damage from the run game. And, it's up there, so I'm just ready.
Do you feel like it was? I mean, I didn't view this last year's team as like soft, but like I didn't feel like it was just a physical team. I mean, the front, like this one is shaping up to be maybe with Newkirk and Shelton coming in and Zach back. And
personally, I think everything with COVID and stuff like that took a big toll on the team. But like I said, this year, being able to have a spring session and a summer session has been vital for us. So I think this year's physicality is going to be way better than last year.
Yeah, fair enough. And also getting a taste of that title game and coming so close, what do you think that did for the team, kind of internal motivation wise?
For us, I think it gave everybody a taste of, if we do what we need to do, we can put ourselves in a position to be able to compete for not only an SEC championship, but a national championship. So, being in that game, that was my first SEC championship ever playing in. My previous school with Coach Mullen, I played Alabama, and we gave them a run for their money. But this was the first time ever playing them in an SEC championship for me. And for the young guys, I told them, this is only a small taste of what the future may hold if you do what you're supposed to do, and put yourself in the right position to be able to compete at this level. So it was a real important experience for not only the older guys but the younger guys, because it showed us that hard work pays off, and Coach Mullen and his staff are one of the best in the country, if not the best in the country. So you listen to what they say, they're gonna put you in a position to be able to compete at a very high level.
G. Allen here in your left.
Hey man, let's talk about off-season conditioning and nutrition and your commitment to it, man. Every year's different, I guess, right? There's always new ways to eat and work out. What was yours like to reshape your body?
For me, I mean, as you all know, I'm big. I like to eat, so I mean, that's no question. For me, it's just discipline. Having this past year, I kind of got into discipline with my eating, and it took a toll on me during the season. Not knowing if I was gonna play, catching COVID, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I came in around 367 last year. And, I got put up for 2 weeks because of coming in contact with somebody with COVID. Gained another like 17 pounds.
Wow.
And so I came in about 380. Then had to work my way back down in a very short amount of time to 55 through 60, and even at that weight, it was still a struggle. But my biggest thing this past season was being able to actually work out and eat right in combination. I mean, I know a lot of people say just eating right can help, but being able to work out along with it, and having one of the best training staffs in the country, it really helped me lean up for the season.
Any player that you leaned on, and or guys that pushed each other?
I mean, all of the big guys kind of push each other. All the offensive linemen, especially because we're usually the biggest group on the team. We struggle the most with trying to maintain weight and stuff like that. So we all kind of leaned in on each other, and we're able to work on losing weight, maintaining the weight, and cutting down on fat, and eat better, because I know a lot of people. It's not fun. I'm gonna come out and say it. It's not fun at all. I would rather be able to go to McDonald's at 2 in the morning and get a I can't do that. If I wanna move forward, you know, with my life and what I wanna do and help this team move forward and compete at a high level, you know, I have to be disciplined enough not to do that type of stuff. So, I mean, discipline, eating right, and, you know, being able to work out with my biggest three things, as well as, you know, having my teammates to lean on, really helped me lean up this past offseason, so.
What are you weighing at?
Right now, I'm about 345.
And last one, just the communication with you and Gene last year. You know, I know you might be moved over to center back and forth, but what was the weak point and how to get better at that during the offseason?
I think just being able to communicate, you know, not ever playing with him. I mean, it was kind of different, but at the same time, you know, this year, I think being able to go through a spring with him, and you know, already going through a season with him, I've kind of learned some of the things that I have to do and some of the things that he has to do from his side, you know, to be able to collectively be able to, you know, make things happen on the right side. So.
Alright, we'll finish with Graham over here.
Hey, Stuart, Dan said earlier that you guys are gonna follow a lot of the same COVID protocols that you
I'm
did.
sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Dan said earlier that the team was gonna follow a lot of the same COVID protocols that they followed last year. Just knowing how things went last year, that you could have an outbreak and have to reschedule games. Them not doing that this year, you could potentially face a forfeit. How much have you guys discussed following all the protocols to ensure that you guys can have the full season?
Well, I mean, like last year, our program made an emphasis on making sure they keep everybody safe, making sure that everybody was prepared for the worst. I mean, you always want to believe that you're gonna go through the season with no issues. That's highly unlikely, you know, given the circumstances nowadays. So, one of the biggest things Coach Mullen has been focusing on is, you know, prepare for the worst, pray for the best. If it happens, it happens. Just make sure if we are able to, you know, get somebody to forfeit, or, you know, we get somebody, you know, we have to sit out for an extended period of time. Don't let that be a hindrance, because like I said last year, you know, we sitting out for 2 weeks. It was a struggle, you know. But now, you know, I know what to expect. The team knows what to expect, so, you know, I don't think it'll be a big issue this year for us. I mean, we prepared for it. I mean, we've had time to prepare for it. We had all last year to experience it and, you know, kind of get a feel for, you know, what to expect in that kind of situation, so.
Real quick, what have we seen out of Richard Garage? Obviously a big role for him this season.
He's become more of a leader, you know. Rich is still kind of young, but, you know, working with him in the off season and stuff like that, he's become way much more of a leader. You know, I've worked with him on a lot of stuff. You know, we work to, you know, push each other, you know, past our weaknesses and stuff like that. So, he's become much more of a leader. You know, he's much more vocal. You know, he's trying to take a role that, you know, once we leave, you know, he's gonna have to pick up the slack as a leader. So, that's been one of the biggest things he's really improved on this past offseason.
Alright, thanks, Stu.
All right.
Thanks for all the
Good one.
time.